Hello, this is my tutorial on how to create a simple Discord bot with a command map. All right, so this tutorial is based on the fact that you already have some knowledge of Node.js and you have Visual Studio Code. Zap down here. So first thing you want to do is you want to make a folder. I've already had this folder made, but you should just be able to make it. Then you want to open up command prompt, and then from here you want to go to where your project is located. So mine is located right here, and then from here you just type npm init, which will create a node project. You should know this stuff if you've been coding with Node.js for a little bit. But this is something that's very interesting. Some people choose to call it index, their main class or their main script file, but I like to name it after the project, so I'm gonna call it tutorial.js. You name whatever you want though. A lot of this stuff you don't have to fill out, but besides that, it's not too easy. It's not too hard. Then from here you want to go here and you want to make a JS. Or actually you can go right into Visual Studio Code after this. Oh wait, no, you need to install your packages. So first thing you need is discord.js. So you do npm I discord.js, and that will install it. That's simple. And then is that all I think that's everything that you need. We might need something later, but besides that, that's really the only thing that you need. Anyway, open the folder which you created in open it in Visual Studio. Alright, so then it will open. Then from here you create a JS file with the name of what you called it in the entry point when we were making the project. And now we create Discord. We create a variable called Discord, and we set it to, and then we just set it to node require discord.js. And then from here we make a client, and you do that by doing constant client and then discord.client. You can call the client anything, but I prefer to call it client just because it's simpler. From then you would go, it's discord.js is very event based, so you just client.on, and then first thing that we'll do is we'll do the ready event. So it'll be ready, and then since this is a listener, we would do this. And there are no arguments for this listener, so simple as that. Then in here you can write something like bot is ready. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you need to create a Discord, you make an application. So go to your application page, mine's right here. You just go to new application, and then you type whatever you want. We're going to call it tutorial since that's, hold on a sec. Let me delete one of these things. On alright. So after that, just make a new project, tutorial. Here you go to the bot setting, and then you click add bot. So there we go. We will have our bot, and you can reveal the token and bring it into your server or whatever. And you can do that by going to OAuth 2, going to bot, and then clicking administrator. I mean, you don't need to add administrator, but that gives it all the permissions, so that's the simplest thing to do. So then you would just put that URL into your browser. You would select the server that you want to put it into. So I'm going to put it into my server real quick. All right, just so we have it there, and just so it's easy for us to access. Now you want to go here, create a new text document, call it run, and then click on it, click edit, and then do no dot, and then pause, so we can read errors if we get any errors. And then from here we can rename it to bat. We're gonna make it a bat file, and then we have to have it log in. So we do client.login, and then here's the token. So it's easiest to put your token, or it's the cleanest way to put your token in a separate file. So make a JSON file called config. Then in here you just make a make token, and then from here you would put your token in here. So get the token, copy it right there. Beautiful. And then now we can node require it in here, and there we go. Now we have it in there, and we can see we have the token right there. And now we'll log in when it's ready. So we can do run.bat. It should say bot is ready. And if we look in our Discord where you have it in, you should see that the tutorial bot is online. That's great. We have our first major thing. Now from here, I'm going to include the download to a command map that I made. It's very useful for just making commands. Obviously, the next thing that we want to do is make commands. So, let me go find it real quick. So here, we go to, so here, I made this command map. You can just drag it into your thing right here. And you'll see there's a lot of code here. You don't have to understand it, but it's relatively simple to do. So first, you go module exports.commands. The module exports things means it's basically static, so you can access it from any class, or sorry, any script file, and it's that simple. Oh yeah, we need to also require our command map. So if we do that by node requiring, and we get command map. And then we just do new command map, and then you put in the folder path of where your commands are. So mine would be in commands. I generally just make a folder called commands. So we would just call it .commands. And then from here it's really simple. All you have to do is just do commands.load_dir, and that will load all the commands in the command directory. And it's that simple. And then of course you need to create your message event. So you do that by doing like so, the message function right here. From here, what you do is you could get the content of the message, and then you can make an array of it. So content array, and then content split space, and that will basically make it an array when and split it by space. So you'll get every single argument, except we don't want, like, say you were gonna write a command like this. What's your prefix? Like, say your prefix was that. Say like say hi. Like, you wouldn't want this part to be in here, and it's gonna be included in here, so it would be 0 and 1 in the array. So we need to take off this part. So how you do that is you just go args. We're gonna define this as args because it will be our arguments. And then we'll do content array splice, and then 1. It will start at array 1, and it will just go to the end of the string. So that will be our args. So then So then we need to run the files. So first we try to retrieve a file. So we go client, or not client. We go to this.commands, which will get us right there. And then we'll do get, and then the name of our command. So the command name, you would get that by taking off the prefix, which we should define now. So we're going to define that right now. So prefix, and you can make this whatever you want. It doesn't have to be what I make it, but I'm going to make it exclamation mark because that's the standard. And then right here, you just you'd set the you would set this prefix variable to fig.prefix, and then you can make a prefix list command, which basically just takes the first in the content array, and it replaces the prefix to lowercase. You always want to keep this lowercase for convenience sake. So to lowercase, replace prefix to lowercase with nothing. That will get you your prefix list command. And then from here, you would get the prefix list command, and then that would get you the file of which you would run it in. Now let's make our first command. So we're just going to make a simple say command. So in this file, the first thing that you want to do is import your discord.js so you know what's going on. And then what you would do, you can write some documentation for this to make this easy for you, or JS doc. So you would make a module exports function. So I like to call mine run. My function's run, so I'm going to call it that. You can call it anything you want though. And then you would, right here in the parameters, you would define message, client, and args. Those are the basic three that you would need. And then after that, we're going to just provide some parameters for the for the command. So it would be, this would be the standard, it'd be description, and then you would type the description. It'd be like say what you want from the bot, and then you would put usage, and then this is how I format it, and this is how you will be formatting it. So you want to put this command right here. This will, whatever is right here will be replaced by the command name when we make the help file. So you want to do command, and then the usage, which will be, for example, message. And then from here, you would I like to define myself some documentation, so the program knows what these variables are, since JavaScript is a very loose language and it doesn't really know what's going on. But you can define these variables as what they actually are. That's why I imported Discord, so we can see what's going on here. But as you can see here, we can do a lot of stuff here. We can go this.channel.send, args.join, and we'll join by the space. So that will basically get everything after the initial command, and it will send it as the bot. Alright. And now from here, the file, since we named it run in here, these have to all be the same. Amongst all of your command files, these all have to have the same amount of parameters. It has to have the same name. So you would go file.run, or first you want to check to see if the file exists, because it might not exist. So you would go, if the file doesn't exist, then we'll just return. And then from here you would do file run, and then message client args. And there you go. It will run whatever is in here. It will run it. So perfect. Now we'll see if this works. Alright, so we'll run the bot. Where's our bot? Alright. Take it here. Oops. Oh, I forgot. You have to modify this because I changed this up a little bit from what I was doing before. So hold on a sec. So yeah, it would just be for if you were doing what I was doing, then it would literally just be the path. You wouldn't need anything else. I don't think this will be an issue for you if you were to do this, so I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, here you go. It's fixed. And now we should be able to close that out. Go in here. Oops. And the bot should be ready. And from here, it should be able to, it should work. So we can go, what does it say? Say hi. There you go, it says hi. Hello to YouTube. There you go, and it works. Perfect. So now we got our first command. And that's really all that I wanted to show you guys today. Those are the basics of the command, how to make a command and how to make a command map in case you needed to create commands and you wanted to separate it. You didn't want to use commando. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.